I'm currently a motion graphics designer.
Hi, good evening.
Hello, good
Can you hear
evening.
me?
Yes, I can. Good evening.
All right,
How's you?
great. Fine, very fine.
Yeah, this is for product design. This class is for product design. So you're in the right place. Yeah, good to have you too. Hi, Esther. How are you and how was your day?
Hello, fine, fine. How are you? How was your day?
Yeah, my day was good and I would say productive. Yeah.
Okay, great. Mine was a bit stressful.
So everyone on the chat, thank you for joining. You can share on the chat how your day went. Yeah. So we'd like to know how your day went. Yeah, mine was productive, really. So we're looking forward to knowing how your day went. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Nice to have you guys. Yeah, we're looking forward to a great time, right, Esther?
Of course, of course. Someone, I think it's Favor says that day was a little bit stressful.
Oh,
I think it makes two of us.
wow, favor. Okay, but I would say well done because I believe that you went to do something very productive. I don't like using the term like stressful. I believe
Of
that
course.
it's productive. Like whatever I'm doing is for a cause. So really
Okay.
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 Favor is saying my day was eventful, filled with activity. Well done. I don't know the activities, but I believe it's something good. Well done. Okay, Priya is saying I am productive. Well done, well done. Ayomide Day Shokon said our day went quite restful. Wow. I want to be like you. I want to be like you. I want my day to be restful. I want
I
to say
like to be
that
like you, bro. Really.
right. Okay. Let me see. Keep your response coming. We want to share your day. We want to see. We want to know how your day went. We've shared our day. My own day was actually productive. Preparing like for this day to come, and thankfully it's here. So okay, let me read.
Yeah.
You want? I just know if I pronounced that well. I know someone that is Uyoma, but I don't know if I pronounced that well. She said a day was pretty chill. Wow. Enjoyment. She said she's on break from school. Nice, 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 nice one. Well done. Wow. Um, Blessing says a day was fine. Who else is here? Moyo Sola. My day was okay. Thank you. You're welcome. Okay. This is Lizzie. This is course for product design. So you're in the right place. This is not for product management. So if you are looking at um, starting a career in product design, this is like the right place for you. Yes. Okay. Mavis says that Ade or is there. I think Mavis is a guy or a lady. I'm not sure of that, but he or she
Good.
said Ade
Have
was
it.
great. Okay. Akintaro, which is me and Yoruba names, it is well. Says, I think this is a lady. My day was good but stressful at the same time. Well done. There are many. It was good but stressful. Just use a one word that it was productive because that's what I would see. It was good and productive. Um La oh wow. It is well. I've been on
Problem.
ease all day because I'm looking forward to the class. Okay, we're going to have a great time. Yeah. I'm also looking forward to a great time as well. We're going to have a great time today. This is like the start of something new. I just want to say this is the start of something new. This is the start of something great in your life. If you are decided to
I believe
join,
so.
yeah, if you have decided to start a career in tech, I celebrate you really. It takes courage. It takes curiosity. It takes a lot for you to decide that you want to start your career in product design. So I want to celebrate you all. Esther, let's celebrate them. Well done, guys. Well done. And thank you for choosing to take this leap in your journey, in your career journey. So we are looking forward to a great time today. So I want to know where you are joining from. For me, I'm joining from Lagos, Nigeria. Esther, where are you joining from?
I'm doing the same.
Oh, Mavis, my bad, my bad. Sorry about that. I didn't know Mavis is the lady. Sorry about that. Okay, Lagos, Nigeria. That's Akintaro. Port
Oh,
Harcourt,
nice.
Nigeria.
Okay.
Well done. Oshu, Nigeria. Well done.
Nice.
Well
So we
done.
have from the south, we have from the west. That's
Yeah.
great. Benin City. Nice.
Nice. Well done. I've seen Abuja, FCT.
Oshun,
Thanks for
Port
joining.
Harcourt. Oyo, Lagos. Nice. Okay, so Adebola says that he or she applied for product management. This is the link for product design. So if you applied for product management, click on the incubator's YouTube channel. It will take you directly to the product management class. Sorry about that.
Okay.
Jalingo. Wow, nice. So we have from the west, north, south.
Well done. Thank you for joining. We are looking forward to a great time. Ibadan. Someone says from Ibadan. Oluwatosin from Ibadan. She's joining from Ibadan. Okay, Lagos, Nigeria. Well done. Can see you guys. Can see you guys. So as you are
Fascinating.
also writing your location, I would like you to write. There's one thing I tell people. So if you're starting something new or you're looking forward to start something new, I would encourage you to put an expectation. So if you as you're starting a career or you're starting this journey as a product designer, I want you to put an expectation that okay, something like I looking forward to after this training, I want to do this, this, this. So I want you to like put your expectation on the group. Let everybody see it because it's going to be our reality. Just put it on chat and tell me or tell us your expectation after this training. You start with this class, this first class, because we're going to like an introductory time. It's going to be like be introducing you to the world of product design. So I want you to drop like your expectation of this class, of this training. It's a boot camp, right? But we want to train you guys how to become a product designer, not just a product designer, a successful product designer, and a global one at that, not just local, a global one. So I want you to put your expectation on the group, put it on what, don't worry, just put it there. You can even screenshot it and keep it, because after this training you're going to go back and look at it. It's going to be like your motivation to moving ahead and going forward in this journey. It's going to be a great journey. It's going to be an exciting one, and it's going to be there's going to be times where you want to give up, but I will encourage you that you shouldn't give up. Look at your vision, look at your goal, look at where you are going. Actually, it's going to help you, it's going to keep you in the journey. And product design, the tech world is evolving, and it's a lot. There's opportunity for everybody, I must say. So I want you to put your expectation on the group. I'm looking forward to your expectation. Okay, thank you. Keep your expectation coming. Thank you very much. Moyosola is saying that she wants to be an expert in product design at the end of the program. Don't worry, you got this. We got this together. This journey, we are going on this journey together. We are going together. Okay. Olukoya says that after this journey, she would love to be very vast in the knowledge of product designing, especially since it's very far from our normal career. I am actually I studied business administration in school. Esther studied Christian religious studies in schools, and she's a product designer. We are product designers, and I would like to say that no matter your background, no matter the course you study in school, as far as you are ready to put your mind into this, you are ready to start this journey. You are ready to put effort and all into this. You are going to be there. Really, you are going to be there. So, I'm looking forward to. We're looking forward to doing this with you guys. We are looking forward to this. Okay. Um, Oyidamola says that she's from Abakaliki, and she's looking forward to gaining the skills and experience needed to add value to herself and an organization. Wow, we're looking forward to that as well. We are going on this journey with you. Okay, Favor is saying that she would want to have a portfolio that stand out in design world. Yes, don't worry, we got you. We got you. Okay, who else is here? After this training, I will be a successful product designer. I like that. I will be. I like that. I like that. Okay. Well done, guys. Keep it coming. Screenshot it and save it somewhere. Just screenshot it, because after this training, we are going to look back and say, yes, I started. I'm grateful that I started this journey. Well done. Well done. Well done. Well done. Well done. I celebrate you guys already. Our future product designers. Well done. Please keep it coming. Okay. We'll be starting this class very soon, very soon. And we'll be having 3 facilitators for this bootcamp. Myself, Falashade. My name is Falashade Adiola Adibite. I'm a product designer. And I have Esther Oyebode. I also have Can you hear me, Esther? Esther, can you hear me? Can you hear me, Esther?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, so
Hello.
I would like you to introduce yourself
I can
to.
hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. So I would like you to introduce yourself to the house.
All right. So while we wait for Olashade to come back, my name is Esther Oyebode. I am a product designer. I've been a product designer since 2021. Yes, I've been a product designer since 2021, and it's been an amazing journey so far. And in fact, I can't even wait for what we are going to experience. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Hi. Go ahead, please, Esther.
All right. So I've been a product designer since 2021. It's been an amazing journey. I started my journey in product design in a very, very funny way. So I was already interning as a product manager. And
Okay.
then in the company where I was working, my boss, after speaking with my brother, just said, okay, I want you to move to product design. And I said, okay, I think I can do it. And of course, I was already liking the design part of products. And I had the
Nice.
most amazing product design lead who put me in the loop, who taught me everything I needed to know as at that time. I know I bombarded her with questions. She gave me books, and from there I started to attend different programs. I started to attend different boot camps like this. I started to read more. I started to explore more until I got the hang of product design. And of course, today I'm extremely excited that I'm a product designer. In fact, I don't think there's any other thing I want to be apart from being a product designer. So
Yeah.
I hope that at the end of this, you would also have this type of story where you would say that I don't want to be any other thing apart from being a product designer. Thank you.
Yeah, well done, Esther. I must say that one of the skill of a great product designer is to question everything, is to ask questions because you need to like question like why is this happening? Why do we want to do this? Why do we want to go this route and all that? So well done, Esther. I must say, well done, well done. I'm impressed on your journey, and I'm also looking forward to every other person where they will come and say, "Oh, I started like this, and this is where I am." So for me, I started as well. Before COVID, right? Um, Hi, Oluwashikemi. Hello.
Yummy.
Hi,
Hi.
good evening.
Good
Hi,
evening.
Falashade and hi, Esther. It's really
Yes.
amazing to be here as one of the
Yeah,
facilitators.
nice to have you. Yeah.
Same
So,
here. Nice to be here.
Shikemi Adeyemo is also one of the facilitators for this training, product design. So, Oluwashikemi, can you introduce yourself to the house? Everybody's expectant. Looking forward to a great time.
Okay, hi everyone. My name is Oluwashikemi Adeyemo. I'm a product designer. I started as a graphic designer some years ago, and I still do graphic design, but I transitioned into product design, and it's been an amazing journey so far.
Well done. Well done,
Well done.
Shikemi. Thank you so
It's
much.
good to have you here.
I think everybody has one story or the other to tell. It's
Yes.
one of the things I used to say is like I'm grateful to be in tech. I'm grateful to be a product designer. Jokingly on Instagram, I was going through Instagram. One of this designer, I can't really remember his name, but he's not in Nigerian. So he mentioned he did like a funny video that dance or stop product design. I was like, yeah, yeah. Every time, even though I'm gonna dance, please. I'm
I'm
gonna
dancing
dance, please.
already.
Wow, it's actually been a wonderful journey. There has been up and down, there has been challenges, but it's actually made me stronger, I must say. It actually made me stronger. The journey started it started with curiosity. Like I was like, when I see website, I'm like, okay, how does this work? How does this happen? Who are in charge of this? Who do this and all that basically. So and I started asking questions, started reading online. I remember that I was not sure of the path I was going to go, but I know that I wanted to go in tech. I start my journey in tech. I remember that I had to like, okay, check online and see, okay, what are the career paths in tech? Then I saw front end develop. You can be a front end developer. You can be a product manager. You can be a product designer. You can be a digital marketer. There are a lot of career field in tech, right? So I was like, okay, let's see how it goes. And I remember that I on was it solo learn? Yeah, solo learn. There's this portal, academic portal where you can learn different things. But at the end, it's for free. But at the end of the day, you could either pay for certificate or just let it go. At least I got the learning right. I remember I started HTML. That's like the markup language. I'm like, okay, let's see how it
Yes.
goes. I did a little of CSS, and one day a friend of mine posted on his status um, on he did like a redesign of Polaris Bank POS machine, and I was like, wow, what is this? Then I asked him a question that was this, and it was like he explained. It was there. The curiosity was still there anyways. Then I started seeing website. There was this thing that I noticed about myself that when I look at website that were like bad in maybe bad UX, then I didn't know what UX was. I didn't know it was UX anyways. I just thought that, oh, this thing looks doesn't look good. Or sometimes I get frustrated. I'm like, hi now, this button is not working and all that. Now I can say, oh, I understand the part of okay, the UX design and all that. Then I remember that I was like, how does this work and all that? And I started looking at okay, how does it work? There was this curiosity in my mind to explore and all that. Then one day I got like an internship role to work with a fintech company, and the person that interviewed asked a lot of questions. And when I got in, she asked me, okay, what are your interests? This is like a fintech company. What would you like to do? And I'm like, I would like to do front end design, basically UI UX. And she told me that day, okay, well, actually, I think you can meet this guy, IK. IK is currently my design mentor anyway. So I had to reach out to him, but it took me courage because at that time I was very shy. Really, I had to grow. Really, you see me talking like this, it took a lot of effort and all that and intentionality. So I remember that I was so nervous that how do I want to go about this? Yeah, because I've not like had a conversation with this person before. How do I want to talk to this person? And I did like when you want to go for a interview, you want to do something, you now do like practice. Okay, when I get there, I'll do like this, I'll say like this, I'll like and I said, I got so nervous that I had to knock. Like I knocked the at the office, so not somebody's house. I was so nervous. I had to knock. And then I wondered that who is actually knocking. I'm like, it's Folashade. They're like, Folashade, come in now. And I entered. I said, hi, sorry, can I see you? And he came out and I asked him, I would like to start a career in product design. He asked me why, and I told him. Then he gave me some articles to read, some things, material and all that. And I'm so happy that I had another thing that I noticed in my journey was I told somebody about it. So I had to tell somebody that, my friend, like my mentor, I told him that, I'm starting this, I started this thing, I started learning this and all that. I want to be accountable to you. I want you to push me. If you see that I'm not, like I'm getting maybe tired or everything, just push me and
Yeah.
ask me questions, check up on me and all that. And sometimes when I get, when IK gives me like tests or whatever, I tend to like tell him, I have this test, let me look at it and all that. There was one particular day that I would have given up. What happened? So there was another lady in the company that was already she had started her career in like design. She already doing some little things and all that. Me, I'm just a fresh person. I don't even have any knowledge or prior knowledge about it. And he gave us like a presentation. The girl presented first. I saw it. I was like, I'm not doing it again. I'm not presenting again because I was like, I did nonsense. I was like, no, you did not do nonsense. Let's see what you did. That design. You don't I'm trying to kind of rephrase how he said it. You don't do your design based on somebody's opinion, right? You do
Of
based on
course.
solving the problem. You need to see like the problem you wanted to solve and all that. If you have like if you need feedback or maybe your design is not maybe aesthetics wise or everything, you can, but make sure that you are solving the problem and all that. So I did presentation. It was not like so why were you scared and all that? I think that was when like the courage came and I started going like that. And from there I was able to join She Code Africa, some community to like volunteer and all that. And today, I'm grateful. Here I am, being here at this boot camp, and it's good. I know it's going to be a wonderful time. These people you are seeing here, Shikemi, Esther, they are wonderful product designers, and I'm really looking forward to even learning from them as well. So it's going to be a great time, right?
Of
Yes, it's going to be
course.
a great
Of course, it's going to
time.
be an amazing time.
Okay, so I don't know, Chikemi or Esther, if you have anything to say, we have like 4 minutes to start the training. So I don't know if you have anything to say before we kick start our first discussion on product design. So I don't know if you have anything to tell the audience or our Black audience students or our future, let me use the word, future product designers or future global product designers. Do you have anything that you want to tell them?
I'm
Over
passing
to
the
you.
flower to you.
Esther says she's passing the flower to you. Okay, what about Shikemi?
All right. So I think
Shikemi, you're muted. I can't hear you. You need to unmute yourself. You can
Okay,
speak
I think
now.
I'm having network problems, but then if there's anything I'm going to say is everyone should come with an open mind. It doesn't matter what field you're coming from or where you're coming from or how you're coming from. It might look like really big that, oh my gosh, these are Texas. How did they do it? Where did they do it? How we all started from zero. As Falashade
Yeah.
said, like day one was, you know how you're passing an interview you're not ready for, like you had to literally be listening to YouTube videos. Like, okay, how do you pass a UI UX interview as a graphic designer type of thing? It was zero. So don't worry, just come with an open mind, be willing to learn, and I promise you at the end of this session, at the end of this whole training, you're going to be like on a different level and also a completely different confidence level as well. So just come with an open mind and it's going to be an amazing time. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Chikemi, for that. Thank you
Thank
so
you
much.
so much. Yeah.
So let's get into it. Hi, everyone.
Hi.
Okay, so let's get started. So, like I said, we're going to be having three facilitators for this bootcamp. Myself, Esther, and Oluwashikemi will be taking you through the journey of product design. So today we just want to talk about give like a brief of what it entails in the product design and what it entails as a product designer, what you'll be doing, things you will be doing, and also what itself is product design. So I'm going to get started now. My slide, you can see my slide. Can you see my slide, everyone? You can see my slide, just put on the chat. Yes, I can see your slide. Yes, I can see, or just yes, simple yes. I think that's faster. If you can see my slide, please put yes that you can see my slide. Just say yes. Okay, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Okay, thank you. So let's get started into it. So today we'll be talking about introduction to product design. We'll be looking at what product design is and what it's not, basically. Then we tend to also dive into what like a brief explanation of what UI UX is all about. Then also we'll be talking about your role as a product designer and also the skill sets to build. Not to worry, if even if you don't have all the skill set right now, you can actually build it. For me, one of the skill sets that I think that a designer should have is confidence, really, because you need to like be able to project what the solution you prefer to people or to digital product you're working on. So I would say that whenever we're talking or when we are talking, we're going to use like maybe life scenarios to talk about. Then I'm going to ask questions so that we know that I know that you actually understand what I have said and we are on the same page. At the end of this lecture, we're going to have like a take home assignment. And also on this call, we'll be having like a quiz basically based on what I will be teaching or talking about this evening. So thank you. So let me go into okay. So let me know if you can see my screen. It says today's agenda. Can you see today's oh, someone is saying I can't see my slide. Okay, okay. Thank you. So today's agenda, we'll be talking briefly about what UI UX design is all about. I know that some people have this mind that okay, is UI and UX the same as product design? Don't worry, we're going to talk about it. We're going to like dive into it. Then also we'll talk about introduction to product design. Then we're going to like differentiate product design from UI UX design. Then also, who is a product designer? That's like what we are training you guys to be as we want to train you to be a global product designer. So we're going to tell you who you are. Then also, I'm going to just give like a brief on design thinking, then face it because this is like how we're going to solve problems in the real world, basically. So I'm just going to like give a brief. Then maybe in our next class, we would now talk more about design thinking. So basically, let's go into that. So, in your own word, I would like to ask. I know you might have seen what UI UX design is. You don't have to give me like a perfect answer, but what you think or what you project of what UI design is, just put it on the chat. I'm going to continue training. I just want to have like what you think that UI design, the word, when you hear UI design, what does it mean? I think it was when I started tech, I used to hear UI, UX, or maybe UI. At first, I was like, UI sound like University of Ibadan or something. Jokingly, I was like, what's UI? The person didn't tell me like what UI exactly is. So these are one of the things we're talking about, what UI is and what UX is. So in your own word, what do you understand by UI design? Okay, thank you. I've been seeing yes, user interface. Thank you, well done. So let's just move to the next slide. So I would say that user interface, that is UI, that is abbreviated UI. So UI means user interface design. It's an area that focuses on creating the elements and the interactive features of a user interface for data product and application. So for instance, UI is focused on the look or the aesthetics of a product that is a digital product, because we are referring UI design to digital product. We're not talking about general, we're talking about digital product right now. So I would say that UI is focuses on the look and feel of a digital product. This is your website. If you see your website, we have let me show you. Okay, sorry, it's not on this slide. I wanted to show you like a screenshot of a website. So it's like your products, like your website, your mobile app, apps like whatever app you are using, maybe financial apps or whatever app, maybe L Tracker, whatever app it is, then also website. So UI entails the look, how it looks, how it feels, the aesthetics, that those colors that you see, whether the website has like a black color or maybe it's black mode or light mode, whatever you see on your screen or your website, it's like that's like the UI. So basically UI is important in ensuring that user interface is user friendly. It has to be friendly, it has to be easy to use, then it has to be pleasing. The aesthetics must look good. One of the things that draws me to dive more into a website, for instance, if I see a website and um, I want to maybe interact with it, or I want to do some things. One of the things that will make me want to look further is number one, that will attract me basically is the look of the design. I would say that UI is like the silent an announcer of your brand. It tells it showcase your website. It showcase what your brand is talking about or what your brand has to tell people. So UI, I usually tell people that UI will tell you will make users to actually interact more or want to interact more with your product. So if your UI is actually good, it attracts people and it attracts users to want to, okay, this looks good. I want to, okay, let me interact with this. Let me see what next. Let me see how it works and all that. So it's very important that your UI looks very good and aesthetically it looks pleasing. So I'm going to go to the next slide. Okay. Okay. So the next thing is, what do you understand by UX design? What can you say that UX design is? What's the meaning of UX design? Okay, user experience design. Thank you very much. That's good. That's correct. Okay, so I would say that user experience design is a deep understanding of your user thoughts, their emotions, and behaviors as how they would navigate through a product. So if you are building a product, for instance, if you are building a fintech product, right, you need to understand how fintech product works. And the truth is that I used to tell people that whatever product you want to build, that especially if it's not new, you will see like a prototype. For instance, you want to build a fintech hub. There are a lot of fintech app. You can see Kuda app, you can see Money Point, you can see Paystack or Flutter or Enyowo. That there are a lot of apps. There's RexPay and all that. The truth is that this app are already available, right? You as a user experience person or a user experience designer, You need to understand how your users actually use their product. You need to understand how they currently use the product. You need to understand how to solve their pain. You need to identify, because from your conversation or your interaction with the user, you'll be able to know how you can make a product better. Because one of the our duty or our responsibility as a product designer is to make an existing product better. There's always room for iterations. There's going to be room for iterations based on your users' feedback, because somebody has to use the product. A design that is not used is useless. When a design is done and it's not being used, that's not a design. You don't call that a design. But when it's being used by the right people, because you're building for people, you're not building for yourself. I used to tell people that you are not the user. You have a target audience that will use your products. For every product, there's a target audience. There's a group of people that will use your product. So you are building for them. You are not building for yourself. I would say that you as a product designer, you are a solicitor between a user and the business. So I'm going to get to that, but I just want to give a brief of that. So I would say that UX or user design is a discipline focused on creating digital products that are not only functional, but they are also enjoyable to use. A good design is functional and is what enjoyable to use. Now, UI is the interface, the look, how it looks. UI will make your users want to dive more into your product or want to use your product more. But UX will make them stay, because UX talks more about how it works, the interactions, the navigations. Someone that wants to make payments, he has to okay, when he opens the app, he has to click on I want to make payment, I want to send money to this person. All those interactions, navigations, how you move from one place to the other to achieve your goal, it's very important. So you have to put that into consideration. Your UI is important as well as your UX. Put it together. They are very important. Thank you very much. So we move now. Let's combine what UI UX is all about. Now I will ask, based on what I have said, in your own word, can you explain? Just put on the link. I'm going to continue retraining, but in your own word, just put on the link on the YouTube chat what UI, in your own understanding, what UI is and what UX is. Thank you. So now let's combine UI and UX design. So I would say that UI UX design is all about delivering and satisfying your users. You are not building for the users. I'm going to say it again. You're not building for yourself. You are building for a set of people or a target audience. So it's important that you deliver something that is satisfying, because there's no point when you design something and it's not being used. There's no point. That's wrong. So I would say that a successful UI UX design ensures that not only the product has a great appearance, that is the look, but also it operates smoothly and it's easy to navigate. Your users want to, I've been using a fintech product, a payment mobile app. They want to make payments. Make the journey smooth. Don't bring unnecessary in UI yet. You don't bring unnecessary things, or maybe you are trying to attract your customer to that. You set the record straight. You want them to make payments. You set up, okay, this is this. You have to do this. You have to impute the account number. You have to select the bank. If it's not the same bank, then it populates the beneficiary or the person you want to send money to. Then you enter the amount. Then it asks you to confirm if this is what you want, like this transaction is right. Then you move forward. Then then you enter your PIN and it sends the money. Straightforward. There's not any corner. You're not going through the corners on that. It's being straight. It has to be smooth. It has to be easy. Your users should not be thinking how will this work, because you're not going to be there. You're not going to be there when your users are going to be using these products. So you have to build something that it appears very good. It looks good, because it's going to attract. It's going to attract you to want to dive more, or your users want to dive more into the product. Then you have to make it functional. It has to work. The navigation has to be easy. This will not frustrate the users, because if the navigation is so frustrating, the users will just leave it and just pick another app that they want to work with, or a website. So it's important that you, as a UI designer or a product designer, you have to create products that is workable, that is usable, that is easy to use, that you don't have to be there, you don't have to explain. You don't have to explain to a 12 years old or a child or an old person or someone that is not techie to be able to use your product. So all these are very important in building a product. So I would say that UI UX plays a vital role in driving the success of your website, of your mobile application, of your software program, and other digital interface. It plays a vital role because number one, it helps to allow your user want to use the product, want to know about the product, they want to interact with the product. But it starts with how your product looks. Don't forget that. So I would say that what does a good UX design entails? So there are some things that you look at. I want you to think about a website, right? We're going to use like a website as a case study, right? Look at a website and see if this website ticks a box. I know maybe you have your favorite website. Maybe there's a website you're looking at and you say, oh wow, this looks cool, this looks nice. We're going to be use this as a checklist to see if that product that you have in mind is a good design. So number one, for a digital product to have the best experience, it must be number one, it must be usable. Your design or your the product you are building must be usable. It must be easily used. People should be able to navigate your product. They should not be thinking, oh, for instance, if you have icons on your app, you have icons. You're not using icons that people are wondering because you didn't even label your icons to start with. You didn't label your icons, and then you now use something that people are not familiar with. It's going to take them a lot to grasp that they don't understand. So whatever products you are building, whatever digital product you are building, it has to be usable. Please note that whatever product or whether digital product you are building has to be usable. Number one, it has to be useful. Does your product, you don't build out of the blue, or I just want to build. It has to tackle a particular product problem. It has to solve users' problem. Maybe users are unable to make payments within 20 seconds. You have to come with a solution or a way to make sure that their goal is reached. You have to look for a better way for them to get to their goal, right? Any product you are building has to be usable. It has to solve a problem. You're not going to build out of the blue and I just want to build a product. I just because I'm a product designer, I just want to build anything. No. Whatever you are building must be usable, must solve someone's problem or your user's problem. Your users are having difficult to navigate maybe a particular app. You pick it up. Okay, what are the pain points? You identify their weaknesses. What are the strengths? What are the things that are good in this mobile app? What are the things that are causing pain for my users? Then you pick it up. I would say that you as a product designer, you are a solution provider. You profile solution to problems, to users' problems. Don't forget, users are your target audience. So people are going to use those products. So they have to be useful. Another thing I would say is that a good UX design has to be enjoyable. Does your user, do they enjoy these products? Like, can they give thumbs up that, oh wow, I love the seamless of this product. I love how it went. I love how the navigations were built. I love how it was very easy for me to get to my goal. So it's very important. Another thing is equitable. Is your product useful and marketable? Can people market your product and tell people that there's this particular product that can solve this particular problem or that can solve your current problem, what you want to do? Can they market it? Can it thrive? Can it thrive in the market? If it goes to the market, can it thrive? If it goes to various places, can it thrive? It's very important. So when you are building a product, you need to consider all these factors. That your digital product, that is your website, your mobile app, or whatever you are building, has to be usable. It has to be useful. It has to be enjoyable, and it has to be equitable. Very important. Your product needs to succeed. It has to thrive, and that's your work, your duty as a good product designer. So I'm going to move to the next slide. Now, can you name a website or a mobile app that you have used before? Based on what I said, a good UX design should entail. Can you name a website that you have used or a mobile app that you have used that you believe it has a good user experience? Can you drop it in the chat? I would like to know. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, okay. Someone says Opay. Someone's okay. Konga. Someone says Netflix, Pocket App, Jumia, Kuda. Well done, well done, well done, well done, well done. Piggyvest. Well done. Palmpay. Someone says Chrome. Okay. Someone says Zenith Bank. Okay, nice, nice, nice. I love that. I love that. Keep it coming. Good job. Well done, everyone. Keep it coming. Okay. So Jumia, Pinterest. Nice one. Okay, thank you very much. So now I want to now talk about what UI. So based on what we've done, we've mention or explain what UI is, design is, then we want to explain, we explain what UX design is. Now, we want to differentiate and say the focus, what it focuses on. So UI focuses on design elements like the font. So if you look at your mobile app, or your website or whatever, your favorite website, let me use that word, your favorite website, you can see how the font is, that's the UI. That's part of the UI. The colors used, for instance, piggy bank is blue in color. The icons used, the home icon, the send money icon, or whatever icon based on the products you are using, the layout, the aesthetics, how it looks. Now also design system. As we go in this journey, we're going to talk about a lot of things, but this class is just like an introductory class. Talk about, just give you brief of what we are going into, the journey we are starting today. So design system, we're going to teach you how to build or use template to build a design system. We're going to give you real life example. We're going to give you real life experience, right, based on our work life, what we currently do in our career as a product designer. So there's motion UI, there's the motion design part, there's the interactions, those little interactions, there's the prototype, how it works, when you click on this and you click on that, how it works. Then design responsiveness. If you look at some apps, so for instance, let me use Piggybank. So Piggybank website has mobile responsiveness. So before you download the app, you can just go on your phone. If you currently are with your phone, you can just check. You can go to Chrome or your browser and see Piggybank. You're not downloading the app, right? You can just go to your browser and type www.piggyvest.com. You see that is the mobile response. They did how it will look on your mobile device. It's a website, right? It has the mobile app. Please, it's different. The mobile app and mobile responsiveness are different. The mobile responsiveness is how the website will look on your phone. So whatever phone you are using, whatever maybe your tablet or iPhone or Android or whatever phone you are using, how it's going to look, not the mobile app. You can go to download. You can now go ahead to download the mobile app, but the mobile app responsiveness is how the website design looks on mobile. Very important. So that's the UI part, the design elements, which entails the font, the colors, the icons, the designs, your design system, your motion design, your interactions, your prototyping, your design responsiveness. Now the UX part now talks about your user personas, that's the users or your target audience, your user journey, how the user wants to go from one point to another, the flow, the information architecture, the usability testing, the UX writing, the UX research. All this encompasses UX design. Not to worry, like I said, we are going to talk more about them, but we are just giving a brief. I'm just giving a brief of all this. So we're going to continue the class and talk more and also go deeply into all this I have talked about. So let me go to my next slide. Now, let's get to it. What is product design? So I know that people used to use the word interchangeably. They will say, I'm a UI UX designer, I'm a product designer. But the truth is that they might be similar, yeah. But I will say that they are different. Product design and UI UX design. I would say that product UI UX design is like a subset, or I would say that product design is the mother of UI UX design. If you look at this diagram on your screen, you will see that product design is sitting in the middle, right? And you can see a lot of things around it. So this is like the things that you'll be doing as a product designer. You have to the user experience, the research and development, the business strategy, UI design, the brand experience, the visual design, all this. You can see that product design is like the mother of all this. So this like what are the things that we're going to be talking about in this training, that we're going to be teaching you how to go about it. So now let's dive into it. What is product design? I would say that products solve problems and create value. Whatever product you are building, like I said, should, number one, solve problems. That is the user's problem. You're not building for fun. You're not building because you want to build. You are building because you want to solve a particular problem, or you want to solve different problems based on what you are building or based on the data product you are building. And your product has to create value. I would say that everything created by human was designed by somebody. The piggy bank you saw was designed by a product designer. All the apps that you dropped on the chat was designed by somebody. It was done by a product designer. And a product designer, like I said, entails a lot of things. Entails the UI, entails the UX, the business part of things, the visual design, a lot of things. Design is not just how it looks, it's how it works. It's not just about the look and feel, or oh, my design is beautiful, my design looks so pink, I love the pink, I love how it looks. But it also entails how it works. Because if it doesn't work, there's no point. That's not it complete. That's not a design. Design is when it works, it looks good, is aesthetically pleasing, everything works, and it's solving a particular problem or solving your user problem. It's not just about how beautiful it is or how aesthetical pleasing it is. It is very important to know that design is about finding solutions to the problem you are trying to solve. I am a solution provider. That's how I see myself. I see myself as a solution provider because I, as a designer, my work is to find solution to the problems I am trying to solve. My core is to solve problems and create value in the market, either in Nigeria or globally. My core is to solve problems and create value. Product design is the act of designing a product that solves a specific problem. There has to be a problem that you want to solve. It has to be, it's just like when you're doing your research work or your project work in school, that they will now, like, there's going to be like, oh, the background of the study, the problem statement, what you are trying to solve, the problem you are trying to solve. Product design is the act of designing a product to solve that thing. You want to for instance, you want to solve the problem of people that lives in rural area. Maybe people in the rural area, they don't have access to banking infrastructure. You want to solve their problem. You decide that, okay, the problem is that rural areas do not have access to banking infrastructure. They do not have access to banking facilities. They can't go to the bank, or the proximity of, or they don't have the distance of bank to where they live is very far. So then somebody came up with POS, right? POS is anywhere, you can go anywhere in rural areas. You will see POS, a POS agent using POS, and that POS helps people to easily make transactions. They can send money, they can withdraw money, they can buy airtime or do any financial thing on that POS. So that's like a problem that a designer decided to solve, or a company decides to solve. So you, as a product designer, your work is to design a product, don't forget, that solves a specific problem. It's the process of developing. You have to develop, you have to ideate, you have to refine product to meet users' needs and market demands. There are problems. The truth is that there are problems that are looking for us to solve. Let me use that word. There are a lot of things. There are a lot of ways that we can make things better. We, as a product designer, we make things better. We refine product to suit, don't forget, the user need. I will be using words like problem solving. I'll be using words like user. So it's very important for you. So based on the study so far, based on what I have said so far, what can you say is the difference? I just want like 1 or 2 persons to state what, like, maybe one difference of between UI UX design and product design. Like I told you, there are two different words, but they work together. Or I would say that product design is the mother of UI design, because as a product designer, you're going to do UI, you're going to do UX and other things. But based on what I have said or the explanation I have given, can you tell me or state what the difference between UI UX design and product design? I'm looking forward to your answer. Okay, someone says that product design solves problems and add value. Okay, product design is a mother to UI UX design. Okay, one more person before I move to the next slide, because we still have other things to cover. Okay, UI UX doesn't solve problem. Why no entails solving design problem? Product design is UI is an aspect of the product design. Okay, now let's move to the next. Thank you for your response and thank you for engaging. Well done, guys. Good job. Okay, now let's just talk briefly about UI UX design and product design. Based on our discussion, we mentioned that UI UX design it deals with the visual part, how it looks of a product and how user interacts with it. You are building a fintech app or a health tech app or maybe a health tracker or whatever app you are building. UI UX it deals with the visual aspect, how it looks and how users are able to interact with it. Now UI UX also focuses on making the product experience easy to use. When you are building your design or when you are working on a product, a digital product, you have to make sure that it is easy to use, that the experience is top notch, it's easy it's easy for your users to use it. They don't have to because you're not going to be there, so they don't have to be struggling to use your products. So a good UI UX must work. A good UI must focus on making sure that users have the best experience in the product they are using. Another thing is that in UI UX, you have to ensure that your product is enjoyable to use. People will want to go back to your product. People want to recommend your product to other people. Today you can talk about piggy bank. You can say that you can tell people that piggy bank is effective, or Carrywise, or whatever app you use to save money. You can talk about it because actually it is usable and it's enjoyable. You love the experience. Also, UI UX is responsible for understanding, number one, the user needs. You need to know what the user wants, what they need at a particular time. In UI UX, conducting of research is also important. Designing wireframes. Don't worry about all this. We are still going to dive into them. Research part, design. You are yet to get trained as a product designer. So don't worry about all this term I'm using. We are going to still dive more into them. So a UI UX design is responsible for understanding, number one, the user needs, what your user needs. You are not the user. Conducting research, designing wireframes, then prototypes, how it will work in real life, and also ensuring the product delivers a smooth and satisfying user experience. Whatever product you are doing or whatever digital product you are building has to satisfy the user, because that's the end goal. You want your product to be usable, so you have to tailor your product in satisfying your users. They are the people you are working for. So for product design now, because we are training you to be a product designer, number one, product designer, as a product designer or product design, you collaborate with cross-functional teams like the engineers, that's the front-end people, those that will write the code of your design, the front-end people, the back-end marketers, people that will market the product, or business developers, people that will tell people, or market, or digital marketer that will talk about the product. You're going to work with business stakeholders or the owners of the product you are building. And you have to, as a product designer, you need to ensure, because now you've done the UI UX part. Now, as a product designer, you need to ensure that you meet your product, it meets business objective. Now, there are two things in product design, right? In product design, you have to ensure that you meet the business objective, and you also meet the user's requirement, that is the needs of the users. So you have to balance those two things. You are not leaving anything behind. The UI person can decide that, okay, I just want to focus on the user, but you as the product designer, you have to balance those things. You have to balance. You have to be like a solicitor between the business objective and the user requirement, not ask to suffer for each other. You have to. A good product designer has to balance those two things. Don't forget that. Now, like I said before, product design encompasses UI UX design. It's a subset of UI UX design. It's a model of UI UX design. So you are a product design, you're going to be doing UI, you're going to be doing UX and other things involved. Now, another thing in product design is that you need to understand your user needs. You're not building for yourself, like I said, like I've been saying, I'm going to repeat it and repeat it. You're not building for yourself. You need to work to understand your user needs. You need to understand market trends. What are the things that are currently happening in the market, whether globally or locally? What are the things that are happening? You need to, from there, you also need to develop innovative solutions based on this problem you're trying to solve. You need to create designs that, number one, balances the look and the feel. The look and the feel. Don't forget, you are working as a UIX designer. You are working as a visual designer. You are also making sure that you meet business requirements and user requirements. Those two things are key as you grow in your journey. So I'm going to now talk briefly of who is a product designer. Don't worry, at the end of the class, we're going to have room for questions. We also have other facilitators that are open to answer our questions. So I just want to talk briefly about who a product designer is. That is what your journey has started now as a product designer. You want to become a product designer. Some of you wrote that you want to become, after this class or after this bootcamp, you want to be a product designer. You want to solve problems and all that. So now I'm going to tell you who you are or what I do as a product designer and why product designer, why you are very important. In the tech world, you are very important, or in this world, you are important. Just know that. If you don't begin, just know that you as a product designer, you deciding to be a product designer, it's a very great thing because you are important in the software lifecycle and even in the world. So I'm also going to talk about the skills that you need to develop as a product designer, or the skills that a product designer should have. Now, who is a product designer? Okay, so I would say that a product designer determines how, number one, a product should work based on two things. Remember, I mentioned two things: business goals or business objective, and a great user experience that is satisfying the user needs. A product designer determines how, number one, how a product should work. And this is based on your business goals. That is what the goals of the business, what your company, organization, or the stakeholders you are working with or you will work with want to achieve. And the problem you are trying to solve for these users. You need to ensure, as a product designer, you need to balance this two. I'm going to say it again. You need to balance this in business goals, because as you grow in your design, you're going to have there are going to be aspects where there might be a conflict between business goal and what the users need. So you need to step in as a product designer. You need to be able to balance those things. So product designer create products that are not just user friendly, but they are enjoyable and also fine-tuned. There's always room for iterations. If you notice that there's always if you look at maybe some of your favorite websites or your mobile app, you see that they will write update, download, or update your app based on an update. For instance, Kuda will tell you, oh, this is the update we did, blah 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 blah. Then you update, right? So you as a product, that's like your work. You have to make sure that there's room for iterations. Know that there's always room for iterations to make things better. Because you are not designing for yourself. You are designing for a target audience. You are designing for some people. So you need to make sure that there is room for iterations. You iterate, you fine-tune based on feedback, based on what is currently happening in the market or the trends, based on different things. I would say that a product designer plays a key role in defining, number one, the product goal, what the product want to achieve, developing roadmaps. Don't worry, we are going to teach you how to do all these things, because you are not just a UI designer, you are a product designer, you are a solicitor between the business and the users. So we're going to be teaching you as we go in our booth in this training. We're going to be teaching you how to develop roadmaps, how to work with product managers, how to do research work, and a lot of things. So just look forward to it. Like one of the facilitators said that you should be open-minded. Be open-minded. So you as a product designer, you are going to like do a lot of things to make sure that your users get a great experience, right? In extension, I will say that product design can be considered, I've said it before, as the mother or subset of user interface, that is UI, and user experience. However, product design goes beyond just creating user interface. It involves aligning with business goal. You need to align, conducting user research, developing product strategies, and much more. As we grow, we're going to all these things, we're going to do them practically. We are going to give real world example. We are going to solve problems real world. We're going to talk about it. So just look forward to a great time, a great experience in this bootcamp. Because after this bootcamp, we are pushing out great product designer, and that's why we are doing all these basics. I know that some of you maybe you feel that design is just all about how it looks or just drawing and all that. There's much more. You seeing a great design, there was background work. There was one year that was it Paystack or one of these fintech company dropped that an update to their product or something, and they said they worked on it for 1 year. Like they had like market researcher, people that the product manager and all that different people. And imagine when I asked that what are the successful products or the product, your favorite product, you mentioned Paystack, you mentioned products done by Paystack, and that's because they put in the work. They did things that they need to do. They built the product based on user feedback, based on interactions, based on the business goals, and based on solving the user's problem, which is very important. So if you are taking something out, as in this class, as a product designer, take that you are involved in not just building or designing on Figma. No, design is like the last stage. Like after every other thing has been done, after you've done a lot of things, you've done your user, you know what your user wants and all that. It's like the last stage. So you need to understand you are not just a UI UX designer, you are a product designer, and you ensure that you align with the business goal, you conduct user research, you develop product strategies, and lots more as it comes. Why is a product designer important? Why are you important? Why am I important? A product designer owns the entire process. A UI designer is just how it looks, how it feels, how it works, navigation. But I call myself a product owner. Like I have to take ownership of the digital product I am working on. So you as a product designer, you own the entire experience, starting from when you get the problem you are trying to solve, when you get feedback from the users, then like that, from the beginning to the end, to the time that the product will be used by users, because you're not building for yourself, you're building for a set of people until the product is used. Yes, and as a product designer, you have to ensure that after the product is even live or after the product has been launched, you have to make sure you get feedback. You can use Google Analytics and all that. Don't worry, like I said, we're going to teach you all this because we are here to give you real life experience. So watch out. So you as a product designer, you own the entire process from the beginning, the ideation stage, the empathy stage, the testing stage, prototype stage, all the stages in design thinking. You own it from the beginning, when the idea was birthed, to when the idea was launched in the market and being used in the market, right? Then you have to give room for iterations, get feedback. Okay, how can I make this product that we currently have, like how can I make it better? All those things, you factor it in your design. So a product design owns the entire process of creating an exceptional user experience from start to finish. That's your role. You are very important. in whatever company that will hire you. You are important because you own the entire process of creating, making sure that you are solving, not just solving the user problem, but you're ensuring you are building a lasting experience on the user, that the user will want to come back. They will want to tell people or tell their family, oh, this product is out, can you check it out? I've been using this product to save money. It's so intuitive, the experience is so beautiful, it's so nice, the navigation was so powerful, was seamless. Or you said, wow, I love how the blue color was used, I love how the font, can you try it out? All those things, it's very important. Another thing why I am important as a product designer, or why you are important as a product designer, is that you have the skill to empathize with the user. You you have the skills to empathize with users. You have the skill to understand what they need, their problem, their pain, what they want, what they want, how they want a product to be better, what they are currently experiencing, the suffering or the pains they are experiencing in a particular product they are using. You have that skill as a product designer, or you are going to develop that skill as we go, and also translate those needs into tangible product solutions. So imagine, I see myself like, when ideas come, when they say, okay guys, we want to build this product. Yeah, I've done my research and all that, I've done this, I've met with the user. Okay, this is the pain point, this is how I want to do it. You now create something. I see myself as a creator, someone that creates something from nothing, just from talking, maybe someone giving an idea, or just from idea, then you breathe life into it, something like that. Let me use that word. You someone gave you an idea, and you gave life into it. You gave like a prototype, a look and a feel of how it will work in real life. Is that not wonderful? So you can see why product designer or product design is very important. And you as a product designer, or you as an incoming global product designer, it is important that you build all these skills, because product design is not just about how it looks or how you feel. It's not just about how your design looks or how the navigation and all that, but also ensure that it's being usable, and also ensure there is fine tuning based on user needs, because you are a solicitor between the business goals and the user needs. Okay, now I'm going to be talking about um, how, or no, I'm not going to say how, but the skill set. So when I started my career, there was some of these skill sets I don't even have them. But right now, I would say that, yeah, to glory of God, I will confidently say that I have the skill set. So there is room for learning. There is room for growth. In product design will stretch you to make you better, to make you, even in your life, it will make you a better person, a valuable person, because you are actually giving value. So product design, if you want to be a good product designer or a global product designer, because me, I'm not here to train people that are just, we are global guys, right? You need to have certain things, right? Number one, which is very important, is effective communication. You need to see, when you design some things, because I said design is not just about, oh, I've done my design, that's all. As a product designer, you need to tell your stakeholders or the people you will work with why you made this decision. You don't make decision based on your feeling. You make decision. We use data, raw data. We work with data. That is feedback you get from your users, or things you get from your users, or the understanding you get from your users. It is very important. You need to be able to communicate to people, not just your stakeholders or people you'll be working with, but your team members, maybe the front end person or the back end person, the tester or whoever person, because you're going to be working with a cross-functional team. Like, you're going to work with different teams, the marketer or digital marketer, the business development guys, the sales guys, the engineers, QA guys, the stakeholders, the different people. You're going to be working with them. So it's important you are able to translate whatever you've built. You're not just going to build based on, oh, I think this is nice, that's all. You don't make decision based on, this is how I feel. No, I'm a lover of pink. For instance, I'm a dark mode person. I love dark mode a lot. But I cannot just build anything because I know I love dark mode. I have to build because I am solving a problem for a user. I can't build because, oh, dark mode is the best. No. Dark mode, does it work for what I want to build? All those things. You need to be able to communicate, because they're going to ask you, oh, why did you use pink here? For instance, why did I use pink here? I use pink. Pink is the brand color, right? I can tell you, oh, I use pink because this is the brand color. And I use, oh, why did you do this? Why did you this thing? Why did you do that? Yeah, you should be able to communicate. So it's very important. If you are not yet there, it is very important that you groom yourself, read, communicate with people, read online, check on communication, how to build effective communication, how to be a better communicator or whatever thing, because you need to explain to people, even to a child, your product. You need to be able to explain to a child. You have to make it simple that you can explain to even your mom that, or someone that is not techy. It's very important. Effective communication is important as a product designer. Another skill set or skill that I would say is visual design. We're going to be teaching you how to create product from scratch on Figma or whatever tool we're going to be using. But you need to understand layout, patterns, typography, how you can combine colors, how you can combine fonts, how you can make the visual very good, pleasing. Very important. As a product designer, you need to have this skill. It's very important, and that's why we are here. We're going to train you. We're not just going to talk and talk. We are here to train you on how to be those things, how to communicate better, and one of the things we are doing to make you I'm sorry, I'm taking you back. One of the things that we are doing to make you an effective communicator is the fact that we are taking you through the basics. We are not just jumping into Figma. No, because it's not just about Figma. Figma is like the end result, right? So it's very important, and that's why I talking more about this, right? Another thing, you as a good product designer, you need to have critical thinking. Like, you need to think critically. You need to think about this, your design, what you want to do, how do you want to go about it. You need to have expanded knowledge. You need to think about how the design process, because before you build a product, you need to go through like a design process. That I'm still going to talk about it as we go, but it's important that you have this problem solving skill. Don't, like I wrote here, don't just look at the symptoms. You address the root cause of the issue. You are a problem solver or a solution provider. That's a better word. Don't forget that. So you need to build that skill. Another thing is user-centric. You need to understand. See, this thing is very important, because to start with, you are not building for yourself. So you need to be user-centric in nature. Like, it needs to be part of you. Like, it needs to be part of you. You need to understand your user needs and design for them. It's very important as a product designer. You need to be user-centric in nature. Let me use that word. Another thing is prototyping and interactions. So after you've done some things on Figma and all that, don't worry, we're going to train you on all these things, how to prototype, how to design and all that. You need to be able to link those screens together, like from how this user will get from here. The user wants to make payments, right? How to get from this particular making payment, entering the details of the person that they want to send money to entering the PIN, to sending money and all that, right? You need to be able to understand that, and those are the things we're going to train you about. So there are skills that you should have. Another thing I would say when I started this call is self-confidence. You need to have it. The truth is, one of the things that affected me when I started my career was I was very shy. Let me use that word. When people asked me, okay, how did you get about this? It was very difficult for me to communicate to them because I was shy. Not like I didn't know what I wanted to do or what I did, but because I couldn't communicate, I was very shy. That in this world, you have to be confident. If confident, if you are not a confident person, you need to say it to yourself. You need to practice it. You need to learn it, and also trust God to help you. Because I would say it's not by my doing, because I had to grow into it. Me talking today, I started somewhere. I was very shy when I started my career. My mentor can testify to it. Anytime he says, like, Folashade. But the truth is that you need to be confident, because if you're not confident enough, they will rubbish your work. They will rubbish it. And the truth is that you actually solved the problem. You did well, but because you cannot present it to the stakeholders, or you cannot present it to the team you are working with, they will just rubbish it and say, "This one does not know how she's doing. She doesn't know what she's doing. She's just doing rubbish." But the truth, they are doing well. You actually solved the problem. You need to have it. You need to carry that spirit of confidence. It needs to come. You need to build it. It takes learning. It takes building, intentionality. Very important. Another thing I would say that I didn't write on my slide is you need to have the ability to question anything. Somebody cannot just come to you as a product designer and say, change this, and you just say, okay, yes, ma'am. I understand the person is a stakeholder or the business owner, but the fact is that you need to ask questions. You need to ask questions like, okay, wow, thank you for your feedback. However, um, is there a reason why we are doing this? Because you're not designing based on anything, you're designing based on data you've gotten from your user. So you'll be able to like question anything and ask anybody anything that why do you want us to do this? And also you need to ask, like you need to build that question. You need to ask, don't say that I talk too much, oh people will think about how I talk, or oh why am I asking too much question. It's very important because at the end of the day they will rubbish the product designer. We can confidently say that, oh wow, the person that worked on carrywise or those products that you pasted on the group actually did well. Like, oh, you can give credit to the product designer. Wow, this person did well, and that's because that person ensured that I will not just build anything, or I will just say yes ma, yes sir, or okay, that's not humility. Oh, don't say that it's humility that yes ma, oh okay, anything you say. No, and that does not mean that you should not argue or anything, but you have to do it well. Ask the right question and tell, oh, I understand that you want us to do it, but is there a reason? But the truth is that sometimes some stakeholders will insist. But I know that when you get to that time, God will give you wisdom for that. So let's quickly move. I'm running out of time because I have um um uh like I want to talk briefly about design thinking. Then I have like a quiz that we need to do to make sure that we understand what I have talked about. So let me say it out there. Dear incoming product designer, dear incoming global designer, no, dear global product designer. Do you guys have any question before we go ahead? Just drop the question if you have so that we can move. Okay. So now I'm going to talk briefly on this. I will not say much on it, just briefly. And why I just want to say this is that you are going to use this approach to solve problems or to build that digital, because we've been talking about, oh, build digital products that are aesthetically pleasing, or build this, build that. You need to do this, you need to meet. This is like the approach you have, like you would have to go through to actually successfully build that product that is usable, one, that is useful and enjoyable, and not every other thing that ticks those boxes that I mentioned earlier. So we're going to be using all this to I'm going to just give like a brief on all this. Empathize, define, ideate, prototype, testing. We're going to be doing all this in this bootcamp. Because we're going to tackle real life problems. We're going to solve real life problems as we go in this journey as a global product designer. Because at the end of the day, nobody wants to hire just someone that will just do UI and that's all. No, maybe there's some cases that they build, like they get UI in some organization. They just have a UI person and they have UX person. Some organization like break those and the career path. Like, oh, some people have UI, some people have motion and all that. But you are building yourself to be a product designer. So it's important that you have this. Even when you start applying for jobs and all that, they will look at your UX experience, your UX, how you tackle what problems, how you tackle problems, how you solve problems, how you give solutions to problem. Oh, I can see someone said I'm a shy person, but I'm getting out of it. Well done, good job, good job. I'm happy to hear that. Very important. You need to get out of it. Yes. Okay. Oh, okay. Please. Okay, send to me. I'm trying to catch up with it. Okay. Thank you. Okay. So sorry about that. So let me go into this. Like I said that when we want to solve real life problems, we're going to use this. Don't worry. In our subsequent classes, you will see how we actually use this design thinking process to solve problems. So let me go to my next slide. Okay, so I'm going to talking about what is design thinking. Design thinking is a set of principles used to help solve complex problems. We'll be talking about solving problems. So we use design thinking to solve. It's a set of principles to solve that problem, the user problem that you want to solve, or a specific problem that you want to solve. And Design thinking is extremely user centric. That is, you are building for the user. You have the user in mind. You are not just building, you are not building for yourself, you are building for the user. So design thinking is extremely like user centric. You are built because you are trying to solve the user problem, not your problem. And it focuses on human first. It also seeks to understand their needs. One, because when you empathize with them, you get to know, oh, their pain points. You get to know, okay, what are they going through using this app? What particular problem are they going through, or what are the encounters that they have in using a particular app or application or website? Then you come up, you use design thinking to come up with an effective solution, not just an effective one, the one that is because you're solving a user problem. You use this approach, that is design thinking. As we go in the study, we're going to teach you how to use design thinking to solve real life problem. Maybe there's a particular problem, or maybe a user needs or something. We're going to use these real life examples or real life experience. They are here for a real life experience. Thankfully, all of us are working in an organization, so we have like real on the job experience, so we can go take you through how, so that when after this boot camp, we are not um just there. You are from there, you can even confidently apply to for internship or whatever thing, or grow in your career. So it's very important, like I said, that design thinking, just know that in your journey as a product designer, you're going to use design thinking process to solve problems. Take note of that. Now I'm going to talk about the first stage. We have 5 phases of design thinking process. These are like generic, like everywhere. It's like this, like a basic thing. It doesn't like it's just like basic on like trends that go and come. You can see maybe dark mode today, another kind of trend and all that. But there's some things that are very basic, that are principles that should be studied, or you should know as a product designer. Because it's not just about you designing on Figma, or you need to be able to solve real life problems, right? So I'm going to talk about 5 stages. These are the 5 stages. Empathize, define, ideas, prototype, test. Sorry, because of times, don't worry. I'm going to share the slide, if it's permitted, with the organizers, so they would send that across to you. So don't worry. But I just want you to have a knowledge, understanding. You should be able to explain that after this training. You should be able to like tell somebody what UI UX is, what product design is, who you want to become, and the skill set you need to have or build. If you don't have it, all those things, just make sure they are actually buildable. You just have to be intentional. The journey is not, it's going to be stretchy, it's going to stretch you, right? But it makes you a better person. It's so exciting that I solve problems, that I am a problem solver, I create value. It's an exciting one for me and for every other lady that is in tech or product design. That's their experience. So these are the design stage. I'm going to talk briefly, like I said, about them. Then in our next class, we'll dissect it. So we have the empathize stage, where you tend to learn about your audience. You tend to gather information. You develop a deep understanding of what they need, their behavior, what motivates them. You get to know your users are facing, the current problem they are facing. You get to observe. Sometimes you can even observe. You can just ask somebody to, okay, there's this particular app. I want you to, okay, test it. I want to see how it works. Okay, what are your feedback? You can also, sorry, please. You can also get feedback based on observation, just observing, right? Sometimes you would have even like maybe gotten to a stage where maybe your wireframe, you can also test it and see, okay, how does it work? But this stage is just to know the understand, just to have a deep understanding of the understanding those people that you want to solve problem for. The target audience, people that their needs, their pain, what they are going through, what's that thing that their strength, that is, what is that thing they enjoy in that particular product? How can you make that product, if the product is existing, how can you make it better for the user? Right? Another stage, another stage is the define stage. So after empathizing with your user, getting to know all this, the requirements, their needs, the problems and all that, you need to define. Now this is where you define the user needs. It's okay, this is their needs. This is their problem. Then you now gather all your insight. That is everything that you got, like you've gotten from based on their problems or their the needs. Then you now begin to make sense of it. You define it. Okay, this problem. Oh, because sometimes some people have similar problems, so you need to like define. Okay, this is doing this. Oh, this person. Oh, it looks similar. This is doing this. Oh, you tend to address the problem statement. And what we use say a problem statement is, it's a clear description of the user needs, right? It's telling you what it is, and that's a problem statement. So in case when we as we grow in our journey, you see something about problem statement or define and all that. So another thing is, don't worry. We're going to still talk about it. I just want to give like a brief of design thinking because it's very important in your journey as a product designer. So another thing is the ideation stage. That is ideating. That is now when you begin to brainstorm based on the insight you've gathered, and this is where you now get to use creative thinking. Like you need to be creative because you're going to, this is when you're going to transcribe the whole thing that you have gathered, information you have gathered. You're now going to make sense of it. You're going to be creative. You're going to generate. Thank you. Oh, thank you. So this is when you get to be creative. You begin to sketch out your ideas. They call something crazy it. Don't worry. There's a lot, really. There's a lot. Yeah, they call something crazy eight. You just sketch out your idea. Okay, this is okay. This is I've empathized with my users. I have defined okay the problem and all that. Then this is when I want to sketch out. Okay, brainstorm. Okay, I want to look. This is how I should look before even going to fig myself. You just do it. You just sketch something just to sketch out something, your idea or what you think and all that. And the truth, at this stage, no idea is bad. Don't think that what rubbish did I do and just drop it. No. One thing I have noticed is that as you design, it gets better. That's the truth. If you look at why do you think that the people do updates? It's because when they look at it, when they tend to brainstorm again or trying to okay, let's look at the feedback and all that, you see that they do something better, and that's how it works. In design, there's always room for iterations to get better. That means to get better, not to get worse, to get better. So um two things or two step in ideating is to create and decide on an idea. So you create your ideas. This is what I want to do. This is that. Then the next thing after you and sometimes you can just do like a wireframe and all that, or sometimes you do the real design. But there's a step. You don't just jump on Figma and just say I have already gotten it. You sketch out, you brainstorm. How do I want this to work? How do I want to make this experience better for my user? Then you prototype. Prototype is now okay, linking those things, those screens, that's all things, or it can be on a paper, it can be on Figma or whatever thing tools you are using to now say, okay, when you click on this is what will happen. When you click on that, this is what will happen. And that's and the last thing, which is very important because you are not building for yourself, you're not the one that will use it. Even the funniest thing, you might not even use it like in quotes, use the product as much as other people will use the product. So it's very important that you test your idea. You test your ideas with, you can decide to test with users. Yes, you test with users. Or for instance, if you are building a POS app, you tend to test with field agents. Those are the people that will be interacting more with the product or the POS. They are the one that will be using the product to help customers interact with people. How is it easy? Is it easy for them? Was it easy? Were they able to navigate? Was it looking good? How can you improve this product? All these things are very important. It's very important that whatever product you build, you test it. You need to test with people. You need to test with people that the users of the product. Not just you don't say I've designed, that's all, I'm fine. No, you need to actually test the product. Okay, like I said that we're going to dive more into this. We're going to talk more. So I don't know if you have any question before we go into the test, or we could do the test first. Then if you have question, we could go, because I want us to make sure that we have the time. If you had a good time and you know that you understand what product design or what UI UX design is, can you put yes on the group the chat, and you're ready for this journey, like you're ready to dive in this journey to become a global product designer. Okay. Yes, yes. Okay, don't worry. We'll communicate the days of the training. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, well done. Thank you for showing up. I would say thank you for showing up for yourself. We're looking forward to a great time. So, if you have any question, you can drop it in the chat while we do this quiz. It's going to be interesting. Don't worry. Just 5 questions. It's not. They are not hard. They are all about what we've talked about today. Okay, someone say let's do the test for someone is eager. Okay, so you can see the instruction on the screen. Go to www.slido.com or you scan the QR code. In case you're using your laptop to watch, you can just scan the QR code with your phone because you can see it. It's not sorry, it's not like it's not a test. It's just to know that if you actually got what I or understand everything I have said. It's just 5 questions. Yeah, my pleasure, my pleasure. I'm looking forward to a good time. So, are we all there? I'm going to share my screen soon so that please and please, can we do this? Okay, I'm going to share my screen so that I will know if we are joining already. I don't know. Can anyone help me put the code on the chat? Technical manager, any technical manager, can you help me put the code on the chat because I'm going to take this screen off and be sharing another screen. So go to www.slido.com on your browser or you scan the QR code. It takes you to a place and you enter the code. In the attendance. Okay. Okay, thank you so much, Marianne, for so I'm going to be sharing my screen now. My screen will be showing you the questions. So please and please, you're going to see the questions soon. Okay, it's still on the screen anyways. Okay, now can you see any poll now, like any question now? Okay, I can see. Yeah, well done, good job, everyone. I can see Fumilola. I can see Deborah. I can see Ray Max. It's lovely that you use your real name, anyways. I can see Bolo Tayo. Please, not to worry. Don't if you don't get all the questions, not to worry. We're just getting started, so it's fine. Yeah, you can go to your browser. I don't know. Okay, if you. Oh, sorry about that. No, no, this is not data analysis class. This is product design class. Okay. There is an active poll. You need to check. I have a lot of people. Wow. I think you should get. Okay. I'm going to the first question. You're going to see the first question now. Are you ready? Oh, sorry. You don't need to. Don't worry. Just don't worry. If you're not there, don't worry. Okay. Let's go. First question is on. Can you see the first question? I'm not showing on the screen, but on your screen or your phone or whatever device. Okay. Good job. Okay. I'm so excited. Well done, guys. Isioma, are you using your laptop to watch this video? If yes, just use your phone to scan the QR code with your camera, or you go to www.slido.com. Okay. Okay, I'm going to the next because I have 67 people who already answered this. So I'm going to show you the answer. Are you ready? Okay. Okay, the days of lecture will be communicated to you via mail. Don't worry about that. Okay. Okay, so we have wow, well done, guys. You guys did well. Now next question because of our time. So I'm saying what is the difference between product design and UX UI design? So I'm waiting for your go. Well done, well done. This is impressive. It shows that I have people that are attentive and are serious minded, are ready for this journey to be a global product designer. Okay, okay. So I'm going to review the answer because of our time. If you got the answer, clap for yourself. Even though you didn't get it, still clap for yourself. You are doing well. I guess it's your network, Olamide. Okay, let's move to the next question. Which of the following is true about UI UX design? Okay, I have 95 people who choose. 95 people chose the right answer. They're like, okay, it's reducing. It's reducing. Okay, okay. I'm going to reveal the answer. Oh, sorry about that. It could be network. Okay, I'm going to reveal the answer. So, which of the following is true about UIX? The answer is UIX design involves creating both interface and ensuring a smooth user experience. So, next question. Well done, guys. I'm waiting for your vote. Oh, sorry about that. It could be network or maybe an issue. Um, Technical manager, someone is saying that you need to resend the attendance list. Don't worry, we'll resend it, but it's showing on the screen, right? Okay, let's review the answer. Okay, well done, guys. Well done. You're doing well. You're doing well. I'm proud of you guys already. I'm looking forward to a great time, really. Okay. Well, well done, blessed. Oh, sorry, we already started. That's why we already started. That's why you can't see it. Oh, well done, well done, well done. Oh yeah, write your score. Let me see your score there. Wow, Victoria, well done. Abiodun, well done. Abiodun, I'm proud of you. Yes, I am. Oh, what's the issue? Oh, sorry about that. Okay, okay. Thank you very much. Okay, thank you. So, if you have any question, please drop on the chat. I really had a great time. Thank you for engaging. If you have any question, please drop on chat. So, your take-home assignment, very important. Please screenshot this screen now. Very important because in the next class we are going to ask for this. So please screenshot your take-home assignment. Oh, sorry about that, Emeta. Thank you so much for the feedback, blessing. Oh, sorry about that, Babel. Oh, I'm so sorry about. Don't worry. Next time. Oh, sorry, Damilola. Next time, don't worry. There will always be a next time. Don't worry about the lecture notes. Our first, yeah, we'll get back to you about that. Oh, so sorry about that. Yeah, so because of it's like time factor. It's not just about answering. It's also about your timing. Very important. Peter, I love that. Ready. Don't worry, it will be shared to you. The timetable, everything about the training will be shared with you. But we started already. This is our first class, introductory class. Sorry about that. That's how it works. Don't worry. It has to be fast. You need to be fast and also be able to answer the question correctly. Also, please, can you screenshot this part? This is your take-home, your assignment for this session. Please screenshot. Sorry, Victoria, about that. Oh, sorry, Mercy. Don't worry. Your network will be better next time. The next class, we'll communicate that to you. Don't worry. Just screenshot and just answer this. Please give me answer based on your own understanding, based on what you understand by this. So thank you. If you have screenshot that, let's go to the next slide. Thank you. So that's it. So please drop your questions before before we end this class. You need to drop your question, and before other facilitators will join. So, okay. No, Peter, we are. Oh, sorry about that. Sorry about that. Okay, please ask your question. There's room for questions. You don't worry. Just do the assignment. Yes, we are going to talk about it in class because we are going to ask questions. Okay, 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 okay. I hope you've joined the Telegram group. There was a Telegram group shared with you. Please don't forget to join. Thank you so much for the feedback, Damilola. Uh, if you have a question, please drop your question so that I can answer or any facilitator can answer before we call it a day. It's been an interesting one since we started around 7. Wow. Okay, so the context is we are in context of product design. So whatever thing we want to work on as in this context will be digital product basically. But somehow you can still apply these things in building or designing some products and all. Okay, this question I need to. I don't know if someone is to help me pin. There are some questions. Okay, let me go back to the question. Someone is asking, what's the take home? What do you understand by UX design? Okay, I've gone back to the thank you so much. Yeah, at right now you might not need a laptop, but as we go, you will need a laptop because we are going to be using some design tools on our PC. Thank you so much. Ayomide, we've ended the poll. Right now we're just asking questions. Check your mail for the Telegram group. Thank you so much for the feedback. Okay. Oh, sorry about that, Gabriela. I was so sorry about that. Yes, as a product designer, yes, you create a website. Yes, that's part of what you do. But before you create a website, you need to use the design thinking approach. And those are one of the things we're going to talk about in class. Don't worry, we're going to still get to the part where we will now do the design part. I know that design part, maybe we're excited about it, but we need to like teach you the basics because the basics will help you as you go in your journey. One of the mistakes I made while I started my career was I skipped like some processes, but I had to go back. Thankfully, I my mentor asked me to. I went back and I had to do it. So it's very important. It's very important that you uh, learn the basics, and that's why we are teaching you all this, and we're going to talk more about it. But the next assignment will be next class, and the next class should be on Saturday, if I'm right. On Saturday, yes, on Saturday. And we're looking at 2 classes in a week. So don't worry, we are going to be doing it after, maybe, especially if you're a working class, or maybe you want to move from one career path to another. So don't worry, evening classes. But we're going to tell you how the classes will run as we go. Thank you so much. Please check your email, the email you got for this YouTube class. Product design is not the same as graphic design, but somehow I use Figma to design some, like I can use Figma or Canva or whatever to design the birthday design actually. But product design is different from graphic design. It's very different. They are not the same. Product design is much more than that. Very important. Yeah, next class. Don't worry. The facilitators will get back to you. They will get back to you on how. Please, lectures is okay. So the truth is that product out there, they are not. Let me use word new products. You just have to find a way to make your own better, because and that's the part of you using design thinking approach, and that's the part of you understanding your user, how you can make it better. Because when you actually do your own work, your work well, your part, your duty as a product designer, you will not build the same products. It has to be different because number one, the brand you are working for might even be different. Maybe Carrier is using blue, you might decide to use another color based on your brand. But don't worry, as we go, we're going to talk about all these things, color psychologies and all that, how it works, typography, how to choose the right fonts for your project and all that. So I'm looking forward to it. And don't worry, there are places you can get inspirations as we grow. But I don't want us to rush these things. We need to take it one step at a time. Don't worry. We got this. We got this. Oh, sorry about the royalty. Sorry about that. You can send a mail to the organizers. They would redirect you to the class for product um, designers. Oh, sorry about that. Okay, don't worry. We will share this. Like you'll be able to rewatch. Don't worry. You can actually rewatch this same link. Just go back. I think it stays for 78 hours or more. So, but you can come back to watch the class if you missed or you just joined or you joined late. Yes, we are submitting our assignment. Yes, that is the assignment. Yes, this is the assignment. What do you understand by UX design? What do you know by UX design? What are both of them important? Why are both of them important? Okay, three classes. Sorry, we're going to be having three classes Wednesday, but the assignment can submit on Saturday. So don't worry, but we're going to communicate how we're going to be running it. It's going to be sent to your mail. Just keep your eye on your mail, please. Very important. Oh, fair me. We left it already. We've gone past that. We've gone past it. Just make sure you screenshot this assignment. It's very important to do it. Every assignment you are giving here is very important. It's for your growth and development. So it's very important. You got signed for, okay, but oh, so sorry. Please send a mail to the organizers so that they can send you the right link. We are over slide or Slido. Don't worry, we'll share a link on how you submit the assignment. Yes, it's going to be on YouTube. You can come back to watch this on YouTube. You will get the material. Okay. I'm looking forward to your question. We have 7 minutes to call it a day. Okay. You can have one of designers at She Africa, so you can check the website. Yeah, I'm always excited about a product. Yeah, She Africa Design, www.shecodeafrica, yeah, .org. So yeah, okay. Sorry about that. Oh, sorry. We're sorry about that. Don't worry. Please send a message to the organizers to send you the right link. So sorry about that. Thank you so much. Do we have more questions? We have 6 minutes to go. We have 6 minutes to go, please. Welcome, Esther. So sorry
Thank
about
you.
that.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can, Esther. Welcome back.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, thank you.
Oh,
It
so
was a
sorry about.
very amazing time. I enjoyed myself, and I
Thank
also
you.
took part in that Slido quiz. It was
Oh,
so
Esther, you
beautiful.
worried. Oh, Jesus. Esther, so you, because I saw Esther. Is this our Esther? We got Esther. Okay. Okay. Come
No,
back. She
I
came.
got I got all the questions right though.
I, definitely, definitely.
It was so beautiful. I enjoyed it.
Thank you so much.
Yes,
Thank you
yes.
very much.
If I want to just put a comment, I would want to talk about the designers having to get inspiration, because I
Mm,
think somebody asked the question where he said that how would a designer not copy somebody
someone
else's
else work.
design
Okay.
exactly. So you know that there are, as much as in fact, everything Folashade said, you guys should just eat everything bit by bit. Like, and make sure you simmer on it, because all the things she said were so amazing. We know that there are really no new ideas coming up. Like, there is no extensively new ideas.
Yeah,
If you're
definitely.
looking at anything that people are developing right now, you see that they are only expounding on something that has already been done. So from that part, you can get a glimpse of how you can do something. But you also realize that every designer is different, and we are all creative in our own way. So if you give myself, Kemi, and Folashade a particular task, maybe you say we should design a financial application, you would see that my design would be different from Kemi's design, and Kemi's design would be different from Folashade's design, based on our own creativity, based on our own method of solving problems. So if you're coming from that direction, as much as you can get inspiration, as much as you can, follow the UX process, follow the design thinking process, you still want to get your own creativity, get up your game on your creative aspect, find a different method. Piggyvest and GT Bank, they don't look alike, you understand? So find a very different way, a very unique way of selling your own product in such a way that when they see your product, they see the uniqueness and the simplicity in your product. In that way, you are not copying somebody else's design. You are only bringing your own creativity to play in that design that you're doing. Thank you very much. But it was so amazing. It was so amazing. I enjoyed
Thank you
myself.
so much. I'm excited about that, and I'm looking forward to every classes we'll be having for this training. So it's very
Yeah.
important, like Kemi said earlier, be open-minded, and please, if you know that you need to talk to people, or you need to tell people that you are learning something, they should help you, or to be accountable to somebody, that because that was one of the things that helped me in my journey. I had to like when I started, I had to like talk to somebody or a mentor that, please, I'm learning design and I want you to, because at some point you're going to get, let me use the word, you might get like maybe burnt out, or like, why is it a lot, why what's going on and all that. But it's very important that you are accountable to somebody, or maybe your peer, maybe, or somebody else that is learning product design, that you guys grow together. Because I want to see everybody at the end of this bootcamp, I want to see everybody as like, I want us to have this community as well. So it's very important. I'm excited to have ladies in tech. Welcome. Let's officially welcome them. Welcome to the design world. Welcome. You're
You're
officially
welcome.
welcome, guys, to design world. So if you have any other question,
You're
you
very
can
welcome.
you can share, maybe send your question to maybe on our social media platform, or maybe send it to mail, so that we can properly answer your question, so that, because it's 1 minute to 9, and it's very important that we call it a day. Oh, so sorry, Simi, sorry about it. Anybody that did not answer, ask question or anything, it could be your network or maybe the device, but we've done that before now. So sorry about that. But thank you so much. You can check out yeah. Thank you so much, everybody. Shikemi, do you have anything to say before we end the call? Because this is like,
All right, so I'll just encourage all of us to participate, do the assignments, contribute as much as you can, be part of the learning, not just listening or dropping your phone somewhere. If you can engage, ask all the questions. If you are confused, feel free to ask questions. I don't think any of us look scary. Do all your assignments and then just practice in your free time. Try one or two and be like, oh, I saw this. Can you explain this to me? Or can you help me review this design? And we're very much open to do that. So just be deliberate, and I mean, it's going to be a breeze for you.
yeah, yeah. Thank you so much, Esther and Shikemi. It was nice to be here once again. And thank you, everybody, for joining. Like, thank you so much. I hope you learned one thing or the other. I'm looking forward to the next class. We're going to communicate how the next class will go. Thank you so much. You have a great day. I look forward to you guys being a global designer. Bye, everyone. Can we say bye to everyone? Bye.
Bye.
I can't wait. Bye, everyone.